So today I'm gonna give you a tour on my budget build 2016 Mercedes Sprinter van. 2016 Mercedes Sprinter black. This is the 144 wheelbase with a short roof. I'm a short guy, I'm 5'6". Been wanting to do this one for a while, and since I just cleaned the inside for a trip this weekend, I thought it'd be a perfect time to show you what we got. If you're a van person, you've seen the vans, there's these black plastic panels along the side. The front bumper is black plastic and the back as well. So when it's gloss black paint job, you really have this like flat black, almost gray plastic around the van. I didn't want to cover that up, so that's where I got the idea. It's so close to a flat black. That's why I decided, well, let's just cut it in half and I'll wrap the van flat black on the bottom. That way it kind of blends in. When the outside of the van is nice and clean, it kind of matches a little better. That's how I got the idea to mix it up. I wanted a black van, but I didn't want that black plastic bumper look, so that's why I went with this route. I also wrapped all the emblems to get rid of some of the chrome. Shout out to Tyler at Magic. They absolutely kill it. It's a moto graphic company, but they also do UTVs and all kinds of other good stuff. The tires I run are Maxxis Bravo all-terrains mounted up to some Raceline 16? Yeah, 16-inch rims. I actually don't remember the model of these Raceline wheels. I just wanted a nice aggressive look. This is not the four-wheel drive, so if the day I'm able to upgrade, I'm definitely gonna get a four-wheel drive and maybe upgrade to a 17-inch rim with a little bigger tire. No reason besides it just looks tough. If I upgrade this, we're gonna go big and do it right. All right, next. And that's really it for the outside. I don't have a ladder, I don't have anything on the roof. I haven't really added anything externally to this van, so gloss black on flat black, black wheels, all black everything. Let's take you inside. Here we are. Up front, nothing special. I keep piles of heat wave sunglasses up top. Kelsey's collection. We got 3 different pockets in the dash. Another little pocket, just keep a little bit of everything. Stack of masks, because you know we live in a crazy world where we gotta wear masks everywhere. I keep a GoPro suction mount on the windshield at all times. I have a goal of putting swivel seats in here. I haven't got around to that yet. It's spacious, plenty of room. Let's move to the back. We have just this stick down flooring. Definitely not tile. I literally found the cheapest thing possible. It's a peel and stick. I think I got it at Lowe's. When I first started building this van, I knew I wanted other power. I wanted resources for like camping, if I want to do a blender, or if Kelsey wants like a hair straightener. I wanted to have a little bit of everything. I got this inverter from Harbor Freight. Honestly, I didn't know. I had no idea what to look for. I just thought it was under 200 bucks. It was in my price range. So I was like, yep, this inverter should be perfectly fine. Well, come to find out, the best thing this is for like charging phones, charging laptops. It is nice because I have 110 outlets. I got a little USB there. But if you do anything that's like a heating element, so if you plug up like a coffee pot, straight iron, doesn't work. Apparently it's got a big chance of like overheating and breaking. So I don't recommend this inverter. I've had a few inverters that people have recommended me, but I just haven't wanted to spend the money yet. And to be honest, this thing is good enough for what we want to do with, like I just hook up laptops and little stuff like that, so it's not really a big deal. Next is this bench, dresser, whatever you want to call it. I got this from Target for, I want to say it was about 80 bucks with all these little pull outs. So I keep my helmet in one. There's camping gear in that one for cooking. This fan actually plugs right up, so when we sleep, we want air, we just plug it up and it works. We got a stack of diapers. These little cubbies I keep open just for other stuff. Usually baby stuff goes in there because obviously the seat gets in the way of having to pull out, so those are just spares. Top drawer, we got wipes, we got swimming gear, beach towels, more camping gear. We got sleeping bags, we got air mattress, we got tent. Up top, I don't remember how much it was super cheap. It's just a little grill. Spray painted the outside black. I normally don't actually cook with it in here. I just let it sit here. It's mounted to the table, but it picks right up. I usually take it outside if I cook. I keep my little gas canisters in here. It screws right to that, and then I can move that outside and then cook, and we got meals on the road. Windows. Obviously we have a big window. When you're sitting here like this, I don't want you to feel like you're in a cave driving down the road. So what I did was I double-sided taped this cloth. Got this from Lowe's as well. It's just this like carpet material. It's got like a rubber backing on the back, and then so it blocks out some of the light, and then you can also see out this side. I run that one fully open, but I have ways to cover that up. I have these rolls. This wider one, it's got these little suction mounts put on there. So say if we're sleeping in the van, I unroll that and I just suction cup the carpet to that window. It's this more narrow piece that obviously matches that fabric. I roll that out. I use these two little pieces of Velcro. I stick those on there, one on both sides, and it's just enough to cover it so people can't look in while we're sleeping. Here we go. No one can look in. I hide it all back there. Wedges itself in each other so it doesn't fall out. I forgot to show this before I moved to the back of the van. So I get these curtains. I just put this little rod up, little cheap rod from Walmart, and some long black curtains. Usually slide this seat all the way forward. And then we have a curtain which blocks out the front from people being able to see in. So it's bright out. So all the back windows are covered. By the time we cover these and shut these, it's pretty dark in here and really nice for sleeping. We'll look at another little storage bin. Sliding the passenger seat all the way up. This did have a cover on it. One day I pulled it off, realized it's a huge compartment to keep stuff. But yeah, I just keep all my just junk in here. Keep a few rolls of toilet paper, Armor All wipes to keep the place clean, disinfectant wipes, a bag of spare dog food, a tire patch kit, posters. If we're on the road, kids want a signed poster, lotion, sunscreen, biofreeze, instant coffees, couple of packets of ketchup just in case, ODI grip, koozies. This is a really good one. My grandmother actually bought this off QVC. It's a Halo bolt. It's just a little battery pack. It's got a 110, it's got USBs, and see that right there? I have these little connectors, and this little pack will actually jump start your car. I've never had to use it for the van. I actually had to jump start my wife's car one time, and it works great. So I just keep that in here just in case. It's always charged. So underneath the seat, sometimes you go up to a trail or you go somewhere ride and you might forget your clip shoes, you might forget your flat pedals, you might forget your sunglasses. I got these from Lowe's or Home Depot stuff. So I got my clip shoes, I got a spare set of pads, a can of spray paint, just some goggles. All my riding gear goes in here. And then I just keep two little spare duffel bags just in case we need to ride somewhere. And I always have a bag tucked away in here if I just need to stuff stuff in and throw it on my shoulder and go ride somewhere as far away from the van, and they slide right under there just perfect. Now here's another little trick I learned while I was building. I was originally going to put a single seat back here until we decided to have a baby. Normally there's a car seat sitting right here. This was a 3-seater. It did sit about right here. I wanted more space. You can kind of see the indentation right there. That's where the old tracks were. If you buy the passenger van that has a back seat, well, if you pull the floor up, those mounts the seat connect to can go straight back. There's another row of threaded holes under the floor that you can just unbolt those and bolt them a little further back. I scooted the seat back. That way we had more of a living space here. But this is the 3-seat back seat. If you look here, it looks kind of ghetto because honestly I didn't know how to like cover it up, so I just used black duct tape over the side. I warn you now, it's an easy job, but it's a messy job. You can cut the 3rd seat off. There's the legs where the seat mount, and there's one more right here. Well, if you peel back the fabric on the 3rd seat, you can cut off this section of the seat and it doesn't hinder these two seats besides cutting through the leather. And if you butt it up to the side, you obviously, I'm sure you didn't notice it until I pointed it out, you can't even tell that's there. So I cut out that seat and then put this cabinet in here. Now with the baby seat sitting here, Kelsey can also sit right here next to the baby. You have an armrest, a very cheap option, but once it's gone, it's obviously gone. There's no putting it back. It saves going to have to buy like a 2-seater or a single-seater for your back. I'm not even gonna give you that tutorial, but it is possible. You can cut a 3rd seat and make a triple seat into a double-seater. More trying to use all the space. I found this little cooler, fits in here nice, and it actually like fits in there tight so it never slides. I just keep some Michelob Ultras. We keep some Red Bulls. So moving to the back, we got the bed situation. I made all this. It's just angle iron. I notched and bent to the angles of the window. So I have it just self-tapped through the plastic directly into the shell of the van, and that's all the way around. These L-frame supports stay at all times. They stay against the window. They got the cloth in there. Those are just double-sided, just like the other one. More angle iron across. So now we're underneath the bed. I have 2 tracks of angle iron, and see, I made these little tabs. So none of this is actually bolted. All this moves. And I did that because, one, I didn't want to bolt it in case there's flex in the van. I wanted to be able to kind of move around. I've never had it break loose. The weight of the wood and the mattress on top keeps all this in there. Like it's not too light, but it pops right out. So if I want to say, if I need to carry one of my Harleys, the back seat quick releases right out, and all this, I could take this whole bed out by myself in probably 30 seconds. That wood, they're all separate panels. The mattress is just foam, just wood underneath. I keep meaning to paint that black, just haven't got around to it. This whole bed can come out quick and easy. It's not in there. It doesn't go up and down or anything, but if I need it gone, I can pull it right out, which I've had this bed in here for almost a year now, and I've yet to need to do it. If I need to pull my Harley or something, I just throw it on a trailer. It is a tight fit, but once you're up here, we're good. I'm 5'6". I can lay sideways, stretch out. The roof is very close, but when it's dark, you're just trying to sleep, it don't bother me. When I made this bed, I measured my shoulder width, so if I roll over, I got plenty of room to roll over, readjust, and I never actually touched the roof. And the reason I did that was because when I load bicycles, I hate taking the front wheel off. Sometimes when you're just going to the track or going to the trails, you just want to throw the bike in, go ride, or when you're done, you're tired, you just want to throw the bike in and go. So that's why I do that. I can actually fit my full-size mountain bike in here standing straight up. The wheel goes right in here. Now I can fit all my bikes in here all at once, never have to take wheels off, and it just makes it like that much more convenient. So normally there's a big black plastic panel here. It was cracked from the previous owner of the guy I bought this fan from, so I just removed it, spray painted it black. It's a little ghetto, but this is like the workshop back here, so I don't really care. That's like one of the main supports that run through here that I had to cut through that. I have a little strap. I keep 2 fold-up chairs. I keep an ODI umbrella, little nook that could fit something, but not much, so the fold-up chairs are actually perfect for it. I have these tracks. I don't remember the actual name for it, but pop these out and you can slide these around. They adjust to anywhere you want. One on both sides. These actually came with the van when I bought it. Cover the wheel wells, great for storage. They're like really low profile, they fit tight. Spare tubes, some cleaner, spare tire, and more little bicycle tools. Then on the other side, same one. I keep some jumper cables, just a really small short broom, perfect for when you need to sweep out the van, just keep the floors clean. Always keep my straps in here piled up. If you need to strap anything down, say we got a trailer or something, I got a motorcycle in the back, I always have my straps handy. Then we have this little toolbox. This was also a Harbor Freight find. It's like a little stool on wheels in your shop. I think it was less than 100 bucks. I kept the pad on the top, but I took the roller legs off. I ran this strap. This strap actually screws to the wall. So the actual toolbox is not bolted to the floor or to the wall, but this strap is. So I run this strap around. I can use all my tools. I got everything to work on bikes or any random little tools. And when it's closed, there's no locks on here. So then I just keep that shut, and then my toolbox doesn't open up. Rubber matting, it just kind of protects the flooring underneath. You don't want some oils or anything leaking onto the floor and actually going into that crack, especially since I used a cheaper stick down flooring. I want to keep this protected if I have motorcycles, or I throw pit bikes in here all the time. If it leaks anything, at least it gets on this rubber mat before it actually gets in between the flooring. I got these little cheap hooks, literally they're nothing, but I saw them and knew they would fit perfect on that angle iron, so I do 2 of them. I just keep my helmets on them, both sides, and if I need it, then I have a spare. Simple stuff, you know, just keep it simple. Don't overthink it. We're on a budget. With all this stuff I've done to this van, I wish I kept track on it. I don't even think I'm $1,000 in. I mean, the shelving cabinet, whatever you want to call it, that was less than 100 bucks. Foldable chairs, I cut the seat myself. These little bins were 20 bucks. Toolbox was less than $100. Bed, okay, I guess that would be more expensive, but I actually had this angle iron just laying around. So the bed's probably the most. If you build a bed, you got to go buy angle iron material. I don't know what that's cost. I'm gonna say this whole thing is less than $1,000, and it's your perfect getaway weekend. It's nothing special. You don't have water hookups, we don't have air hookups, but you know what? It gets the job done. More of the same fabric. I cover up these back windows. They're not even glued in. They're literally double-sided tape. So if I want to take them out, I just pop them out. Did I cover everything? I think that's it. So there it is, the tour around my 2016 Mercedes Sprinter, 144 wheelbase, short roof. I was scared to jump into the Sprinter life, but I will never not own a van now. This is the best investment I've ever done. When I was always traveling, say by myself, it was nice. The smaller one like this was good. It was plenty of room for myself, but now being married with a baby girl, it does get a little tight. So I am looking to expand to the 170, hopefully sooner than later. I've been studying up a lot, watching a lot of YouTube videos on how other guys have built it out. I've really learned a lot about building the next van. If you're scared to go to the van life, it is worth every penny. It's not even that bad driving a van around town all the time. Luckily, I live out in the country. We do a lot of trips, so anytime I load up, it's so convenient to have a van, to have everything I want packed into one vehicle, and I don't have to worry. I've owned trucks before. You go to a store or a restaurant and you park, you're always kind of looking out the window to check on your stuff. Here, everything locks away, everything's safe and secure, and it's just like your little home on wheels. I hope this motivated you to do some DIY upgrades to your own van. Leave some comments below, let me know what you think. Well, let me know what I missed. I'm constantly learning about these vans. I've been driving a van for about 5 years now. Like I said, I will never not own a van. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, peace.